Hey guys, so today I've been feeling a little bit down, but at the same time super calm. So I was going to tell you this a bit later because I wasn't feeling ready to talk about it, but then I was like, just do it because you're gonna do it anyway. So I quit my job and I'm going to explain the reasons why. I was very excited in the beginning that, oh my god, I finally found a job and it's gonna be amazing. And you know, the people seemed okay in the beginning and friendly and welcoming, kind of. This place that I was working in, I wasn't even working, I was doing practice, they said, but I pretty much done everything, so I consider it as working. I was being treated absolutely horrible. I don't even know where to start. If I would do something right, I would get shouted at. If I would do something bad, I would get shouted at. And there was a language barriers, which is completely fine. English is my second language as well, so. But they were telling me to do things, but they weren't explaining it well, so you wouldn't understand, and you would do it wrong, and you would get shouted at. And they would tell you, oh,
you're not listening to me.
But actually what they were saying didn't make sense. They would be like, oh, close the lights, but that would actually mean blow the candles. If you hear that, what you would do, you would go and close the lights, and then you would get shouted at, oh, you weren't listening. I would be told to do something like, oh, go check if in the fridge there is fudge cake and fudge cake ice cream, chocolate fudge cake, you know, when we need ice cream for that as well, something like that. I would go and check the fridge, and there wasn't any fudge cake, so I was like, oh, there isn't any fudge cake in the fridge, and I would get shouted at, I didn't tell you to check for the fudge cake, I told you to check for the chocolate ice cream. And I would be like, what? You did not tell me that. You did not tell me. And I would constantly, they would constantly shout at me for, you're not listening, you don't know how to listen, you're living in a dream world, you look like, darling. She would tell me, oh, I want beer. I was like, oh, okay, and I would give her beer. I was like, I didn't say beer, I said bill. And like, always 100% negative energy every single second, being bullied, being abused, being shouted at everything I do. I was cleaning the tables, and then they call me to do something else, and I would be like, oh, I'm doing this, I can't go and eat right now. And I was like, no, go eat. And then I'll go eat, and while I'm eating, I would get shouted at, but you didn't clean the, look at you didn't clean the table. What the fuck? What the fuck? And I was like, but you told me to eat, so I told you I can't do it, I'm doing the job. But I didn't have the right to give answers. They told me to shut up and always say yes, because they said, I don't care what you say, you just have to shut up and listen and do it. I completely 100% felt like I was a slave, and they were, you know, and I was I've been told to go collect the finished plates, you know, from a table, and the woman said, oh, and I will come with you as well, like something like that. And then I would go and collect collect some plates, and she would shout at me, I didn't tell you to collect the plates. Just because I said collect the plates doesn't mean collect it now. It means collect the plates. Not now, you did it now. But the plates are empty. No, there is one dot here. She likes to eat that dot. That woman's gonna eat that dot. Also, I was bullied by how I look. They would say, oh my god, you are so skinny, look at that, blah blah blah. I can make crazy videos on YouTube, but in real life I'm actually I'm a very emotional, like super sensitive and a very extremely polite person. And like none of those people who were working there were really like me, so they were kind of taking advantage of me in that way. The chef in the kitchen would call me actually, oh Mrs. Nihat, how are you today, like things like that. And he kept saying things like that to me. Oh, you've done your hair at the woman hairstyler. He done his hair at the woman's hair salon, because he never seen a hair like this before. I didn't say anything back until he said it like 100 times, because he was way older than me, and I knew that like he was a very back-minded person, you know. After hundreds of times he repeating me like, oh Miss Nihat, how are you today? One day I got very angry and like told him like shut it, and he started like talking back to me and like didn't listen to him and like walked away from the kitchen by closing the garden door very strongly. Like poof. It's just everything was crazy. Like imagine working in an environment that every single person attacks you every second, and it's a very busy place. They knew I was practicing, so I was at the learning stage. They were wanting me to know everything automatically. So how is that a practice? So like I couldn't open the wine bottles. You have this metal thing, you put it in and then okay, take it off. When I was trying to do it, I was unsuccessful. Like I was doing it the wrong way. But instead of them showing me, like they were shouting at me, oh, you can't do anything. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Blah, 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 blah. We can't work. Then you have... And this would go for like 10 minutes, them shouting at me at a wine bottle instead of showing me how to open it like a human being. Hello, person. You open it like this and look carefully. Ting, ting, ting. Instead of doing that, that's gonna take you 10 seconds. My life. Why did I even work there? I should have left the first day. Some of my friends tell me like I'm crazy that I stayed there. It's craziness. Crazy. I'm sorry if I seem very dead in this video. It's because I haven't eaten all day pretty much. What else? They would ask me stupid questions like, oh, tell me where's the beer in the small fridge in the bar, and I would be like, oh, that one. She would go crazy and she's like, I told you the fridge in the bar. See, you're not listening. You're not listening. Actually, there's two fridges, one in front of the bar and one inside the bar, but they're like very close to each other, so I just showed the small one because actually the one in the bar is not that small. She would show me how to make the milk hot, and like I was like, oh, how many seconds do you wait? Asking genuine question, and she'd be like, until your hand is burned, there is no seconds. Why are you asking that? It's like my first time carrying like 10 plates at once, and of course for the first time I'm gonna be like a bit tense, right? So I'm like, I don't want to drop it. You don't walk like that. You take the pain in your body and you walk straight. I can't say anything bad about the customers. Customers were so nice, always thankful, always so polite. The only problem was people working there, and there was this woman who were always attacking me verbally. She actually wasn't doing her job properly herself, and she was always on her phone texting, I don't know, doing other stuff, going outside in the garden smoking. The day that really made me decide to quit this job was the day they told me I got paid for 2 shifts, and the next day I've been told that they've done a mistake, that they weren't actually meant to pay me, and the owner of the restaurant was very angry that they paid me. blah 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 blah, and then I'm not gonna get paid for the next 2 weeks or something like that. And they were like, I know it's not legal, we need to pay you even though you're practicing, but this is how it works. I was like, okay. Then again, this another woman who attacks me constantly verbally, she was very mean to me that day. I was in a bad mood anyway that day, and there was this another waiter who used to attack me in the past. She said, oh, don't worry if she attacks you, just go in the garden and cry and then come back and do your job because you fucking need the money. Fuck that, I'm leaving now. After that day, I've never been there. And I called them, I said bye. I don't want to work here anymore. Only one positive aspect I can say about it, it was sometimes they would like make fun and like jokes, but it was in a circle. Like they would attack and be nice a little bit. They would be like, darling, haha, get this Coke, drink it, and they'll attack, make a little bit joke and like be a bit nice, and then attack. There was actually some other waiters who were nice, but they weren't there all the time. If you're in a shit job like this, go crazy and apply to all those other jobs. Every single minute, go apply to all different jobs, and as soon as you get an interview with them, fuck off from that job. I told myself they can't buy me with money. I'm gonna end my video now, guys. I love you so much and always be happy, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah. Darling, you don't know how to do anything, so we can't work with you like that. It was gonna take me 2 seconds to show you how to open a wine bottle, but I don't do this. If I talk to you very sweetly, you don't understand. That's why I don't be very soft to you. I become very hard on you, because that's how you learn. Until your hands are burnt.